Dating is a Joke, where we take dating seriously, that we laugh about it. And today I've got Kendelle LaBella with me. Hey, Kendall.
Hey Diana.
Hey. I am actually super excited to have you here, Kendall. I don't know if you know this, but you are the person who booked me for my first paid show.
I stand by that.
So
It was a good
you will
investment.
always have a very special place in my heart to make me feel like a true comic. So I thank you. And Kendall um also ran a show out of the Imperial Pub called Surviving the Season, which is the first show I went to, which also holds a very special place in my heart because it's a very inclusive environment. Yeah, I said, why do you feel so safe here? It was I know that shouldn't be a surprise, but I did. I was like, wow, this is a great spot. So, Kendall, you make wonderful contributions to the Toronto comedy scene. And I wanted to personally thank you for that and why I'm so excited to have you here today.
That's so sweet. Thank you.
Okay, so we are here to talk a little bit about dating and love and relationships. And Kendall and I, another fun fact is we have kind of bonded over love themes on Instagram. Our love language is sending each other reels that are sadly relatable.
Yep.
So let's start sort of just right off the bat. Kendall, do you have any red flags, not personal flags, but red flags that you choose to ignore?
Yeah, I've been thinking about this question so much because I feel like it's something good to know about yourself. Um, okay, so what I've been told from some of my friends is that I'm too forgiving,
Mm,
which I don't know. I feel like that's maybe not a good flag. That's a red flag if you're having to do a lot of forgiving. Does that
yeah,
make sense?
yeah. Oh yeah, no, it does. It's funny when you say some of these things out loud, they're so obvious, but you still kind of live your life a certain way, and you're like, yeah, I guess if I'm forgiving somebody all the time, that's it's not good.
Yeah, and also especially if I'm not the one realizing that too. So that's fun. That was a fun thing for to be told by like your close inner circle.
Do you find that it's that you make kind of excuses for people or you give them the benefit of the doubt a lot?
Yeah, I think in general, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt and like approach things with curiosity instead of like assuming something. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah. Now, what I want to clarify is that a lot of times when people say that they don't want to assume something, they mean that they assume negative things. And I know that one of my downfalls is the opposite. I assume positive intention, and that's not always the case.
okay, so I don't know if I'm not bad, Diana. No, I'm not. I have like a little radar that I feel like I need to trust. Um, but I try to approach things with curiosity, and maybe I do assume the best of someone's intentions. But I want to believe that I don't just jump that step of like investigation. I like to investigate. I'm a curious
Okay.
person too. I'm
You're
very
curious.
curious.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm
But from
totally.
a red flag perspective, then you do tend. So are you saying that even if you find that maybe it wasn't good intentions, that you're willing to give people a second try, sometimes even if they don't maybe deserve it?
See, that's the thing is I don't think I do, but
Mm,
I don't
but you've
see.
been told.
I know that's what I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I don't know. I do you have like I have like a close group of friends that I've been friends with for so long, and I just
Hmm.
intrinsically, implicitly just trust them, right? Like this
Yeah.
is like my circle. And so to
Yes.
be told that it was a little bit jarring because I see that in friendships. I see that when I'm listening to some like sketchy comedy and I'm like, let's approach this with curiosity. Maybe they didn't mean to say that.
Comedy. I love that. Now, I will another thing. I'm sorry. I'm fangirling over you, Kendall, today, is that I can vouch for you because I said something on social media once that didn't come out right. It's not what I meant to say. And you very kindly messaged me and asked me about it and said, "Hey, I
I
heard
never
you say
remember this.
this," right? It was about trans women.
Okay,
The
okay.
way that I said it seemed like I was saying that trans women were not women, even though
Okay.
that's not what I was saying, but that's what it sounded like. And you messaged me, and I thought that that was a very kind thing to do because you kind of gave me the benefit of the doubt. Said, "I don't think this is what you meant to say. Did you know that this is how it could be interpreted,
Yeah.
right?" Uh, and I thought that that was wonderful. And I've been talking a lot lately. I heard about the difference between being nice and being kind. And
Mm,
sometimes people are nice, so they don't give feedback. They don't tell people things, but that's actually a detriment because sometimes you can let people fail by not being
oh, for sure.
honest,
Yeah.
right? Or sharing. So being kind sometimes is calling people. And I said, "Thanks for calling me out." And he said, "I like to think of it as calling it in." I remember this conversation so clearly
Okay.
because I did have an impact on saying, wow. And it's also a brave thing to do because we didn't know each other that well, right?
Oh,
I could
but
have turned around and be like, "Screw
for
you," like, don't,
I
So
don't
I,
think I do that for a lot of, so that's a testament to like me like being confident in like you having good intentions. Do you know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
there I don't I and I do feel like it's calling in versus because calling out I don't feel like, especially for someone who like like, oh, maybe that's just word weird, or maybe that was like a weird take, but generally they're a person who is good people. Calling in,
Yeah.
I feel like is way more productive because it's like I'm not like trying to attack anyone. I'm literally thinking right now of like one of my good friends got a tattoo, and I was like, oh, I don't know if that's okay. But their intention
Mm.
was like completely like they love Lady Gaga, and it was like a quote from a Lady Gaga song, and I'm like,
Okay.
some of those
Mm.
things didn't age well. So I was, and it's such a personal thing to get a tattoo. So I'm like, it was a little like, I don't think that there was any malintent behind it for them, but just as
Yeah.
like someone who I love as a friend, I'm like, oh, now this is on your body and it's visible. So you might get someone saying something. So FYI, So
Oh, okay. I remind me to tell you an interesting tattoo story that I can't have on
okay.
I can't have it on the record though. So I'll
Fair enough. Yeah.
um okay. Um what I had a thought and now it totally escaped me. But oh, this is so when it comes to this sorry, because we were talking about the red flags and assuming positive intention.
Yes.
I don't want to put you on the spot. However, do you find is your standard different of putting a sort of the positive intention with men or and women? Like I'll admit my own bias, and I will give women more the benefit of the doubt than I do men. I feel like women have my trust until they break it, where men have to earn my trust.
Mm, mm, mm. Um, I'm gonna be decisive here. And I'm not gonna say, well, it depends.
Mhm.
I find that for myself, I have a lot more leniency for someone who I have a friendship with versus someone I'm dating. I feel like I have,
Ah, okay.
yeah, if I have like
Mhm.
romantic intentions, then I have a higher standard I hold them to versus someone who's like just a friend.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
that is a good answer. That is a dis like a distinction, which I think I struggled with at the beginning. I just right, like I'd go into these relationships, the dating relationships, and almost treat them like friends, but it's not. It is a different thing. It is a very different thing.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
expecting way different things from someone who I want to be like my partner versus someone who I want to be my
Yeah.
pal. Yeah.
How? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's keep this moving, and we are going to move into the wheel of digital, no, sorry, the digital wheel of dating disasters. And this is, Kendall, you are my official holiday guest, so I have a special wheel for you, a holiday themed
Every
wheel.
color comes for
Okay.
free.
Oh, holiday situationships.
Seasonal situation.
Seasonal situationships.
Love.
Now, for somebody who runs an entire show based on surviving the season, You've
Yes.
survived many seasons. So what do you think of that? Have you ever found yourself? I would say, interpret it however you want, but have you found yourself in a seasonal situationship ever?
Okay, what I've found, and we're approaching the holidays, so let's see what happens this year. What I have found is that exes love to come out of the woodwork during that, like, that week where you're like, what day is it between like Boxing Day and
Yes.
New Year's Day?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the texts that I have received, like just these like in I guess nostalgia hits hard when people are like home for the holidays or like have that
Hmm.
time off that they can think. So
Yeah.
that I don't know. I don't know if I've like quite formulated a bit around it, but just
Hmm.
seasonal situationships I feel like can come up for me. My experience has been like exes shooting their shot in that time, in that little window of time where, yeah,
Yeah.
where time doesn't exist. Yeah.
And have you ever kind of, I'll call it relapsed into one of those seasonal situationships?
Okay, I don't know if it's I don't know if I don't know if a seasonal situationship had me but um the guy that I was most recently in a long-term relationship with, it was our third time dating. Um
Mm.
and my favorite bold ass move that he ever did was after the second time dating, like while the breakup was still like fresh, he had literally said like third time's the charm. And I'm like, F you, that's not good. But then lo and behold, we got back together, but third time was not the charm.
Yeah, no, it's tough. There is something about the holidays though. And it's interesting that you're talking about working into a bit. Sometimes we're kind of these ideas come to us as we're just having these casual conversations. I call them the zombies. And for some reason, they always come in threes. It's
Oh,
the weirdest thing. Like if I hear from somebody and not necessarily like a long-term relationship, but even somebody that I chatted with online for a while, or somebody I went just on a couple of dates with. Like if one pops up, I send out like the bat signal to my friends. I'm like, Joe message, that means there's two more coming. And sure enough,
yeah. They're
they
like,
appear. Yeah, I call them that they're more like my season is Halloween because they're more like ghosts and
oh,
zombies that reappear.
I like that premise for if for the holidays, something like Ghost of Christmas Future, Past, whatever. You could do something.
Yeah, something's gotta come of it. I would say I got into comedy because my dating life was so terrible. Oh, it to that, which it's great. Which I thank the universe for this. These
Yeah,
these lonely experiences for keeping me lonely. It makes me funnier.
just absolutely rife with material.
Very much so. Now, are you on the dating apps, Kendall?
Well, currently I am on Bumble. It is the only one that has a desktop application.
Oh, okay. Because you don't like to keep it close on the phone.
Well, my initial intention was to have office hours. But yeah, I didn't I guess with all of the apps, they want them on your phone. They want your attention on
Yeah,
your phone.
of course. Hmm.
And then I realized that some of the functionality didn't exist on the desktop, so then they
Yeah.
suckered me into the phone anyway. So I
Hmm.
haven't delved into anything else. I've just only because I find it a little bit overwhelming. Like,
Hmm.
because also I feel like one of the things that I've noticed since joining a dating app is that conversations peter out very, very quickly. Like,
Hmm.
which I'm not used to because I've done dating apps before. and
Yeah.
I feel like it's this sounds really weird to say. I feel like it's taking more work.
Hmm.
It's taking more work and like in a way that isn't encouraging. Okay, so hot tip for guys.
Hmm.
Ask questions on a date. Ask questions. Oh my God, that will like get you so far. Just ask some questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's simple, right? But I feel you. I'm currently, and I'll admit it, I'm currently on Tinder, and the reason I'm there is for ease of use. I really think Tinder has the best interface.
Oh,
There must be something about the psychology of the way they do it. But with Bumble, Kendall, what's your opening line? A lot of pressure in it being sort of the woman makes the first move.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
are you like a hey kind of girl, or do you have like a go-to?
No. Okay, so two things. Number one, women aren't necessarily the ones who have to make the first move. A guy can. If you've both swiped, they can like totally like message you or whatever. The only thing that again I find like high pressure is because I'm not paying for a dating app, is
Yeah,
for the
no.
free app, you have like 24 hours from that first interaction
Yeah.
to
Hmm.
respond. So there's a little bit of time sensitivity there.
Hmm.
But I for asking the question or like doing that first move, also previously not good at that. With like
Yeah.
previous dating apps would not go there, if ever, rarely. So I took some of like my old habits from dating people previously. I am very thorough at looking at a profile. So I because I one of my go-tos before was OK Cupid. I don't know what
Okay,
it's like
yes.
now. I don't know what it's like now, but I really liked when they had the different questions and you could see where people jived with you. Like, and also
Yes.
it was such
Yeah.
a great way to, this doesn't sound good, but such a great way to rule people out before having to go through
Hmm.
that small talk.
No, absolutely.
So I really appreciated that. So now I'm trying to grasp at straws of whatever Bumble can provide for me with that
Hmm.
around like political affiliations, like if
Hmm.
they, their drinking and their smoking habits, like if they have kids,
Yeah.
if they want kids, like lots of that. Um,
Yeah.
and I don't know, so I know that not everyone takes it that seriously, but I appreciate a good profile. So
Yeah.
usually if I'm like making that first move, it's something from the profile. Yeah.
Hmm.
Or if they're like
Okay.
super hot, I'll just be like, you have a great smile if they do. Cause like that's, I feel like that's like such a, you have a great smile. I'm not telling them to smile. I don't like, I'm not a fan of
No, 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 no.
great
Yeah.
smile. But if they have a great smile, that's a nice compliment. So to me,
Yeah. That's, yeah. No, it is. I think that's such a kind compliment. And I stay off the apps. I always say I liked Facebook dating because I found there's very few kind of bots in Facebook dating.
okay.
I don't have any horror stories from
See, that
Facebook
makes me
dating.
nervous because I feel like through like just when I first got Facebook
Hmm.
to now, there's been so many randoms that have, just through like I feel like Facebook was
Okay.
very do you know this person forward for its whole.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Hmm.
I don't know how the Facebook algorithm for dating works, but all I could think of is that term you said, zombies, of like people being unearthed from your past and you're like, no,
Yeah.
thank you.
No, it doesn't. It actually doesn't attach you to anybody in your
Oh,
network.
okay.
Yeah. No, it's very random. It works like the other apps. The only thing that I don't like about it is that anybody can message you, right? So, although I haven't had any horror stories with people I've actually chatted with and engaged with in any way, some of the messages I've received are not as lovely as you have a nice smile,
I
right? And so the day was a compliment. Like it's just
Do you know what the thing
I
is?
don't know.
I don't know. Like okay, so if I'm dating someone, I love a smutty text. Like well written smutty text. I
Yes,
love it.
uh-huh.
But like yeah, I don't feel like I've ever seen an opening line, like maybe like one ever that I was like, okay, I'll respond to this.
Mhm.
Men are not, they're not like as literate. I don't know. They're just not, it's not
Yeah, no.
coming across how they think it is, you know?
I'm working on a bit. I tried a little bit of it out last night on how it's a misconception that women don't want sex. And I hear a lot of comics talking about their girlfriends and their wives and saying how, sex stops after marriage or if they're in a long-term relationship and all this. And the bit that I'm working on is that that's not true. It's just that men keep talking themselves out of
Oh,
sex,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm dating right now. And like I'll admit it, I'm dating because I want to find somebody, yes, to share my time with, but I also want to find somebody to be intimate with.
Yeah, mama's
They
thirsty.
keep talking themselves out of it. Like
It's
if
a
they
shame.
just showed a little bit of restraint,
Yeah.
I'd be there. Like I'll start taking my
Yeah.
clothes off now. But no, that's not the way that it works. Oh my gosh, I'm talking so much that my thing is telling me we're running out of time.
Oh no,
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
No, that is totally my fault. It was me telling you how much I adore you that got us into the situation. Okay, we are going to move. Let's spin the
Every
wheel one more
color
time.
comes from three.
Uh,
Where's holiday date?
worst holiday date. Have you had the holidays, I guess?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I I when I was a teen, I agreed to go on a skating date, even though I don't know how to skate with a guy that I had liked. That was yeah. I'm not great at skating, mostly because I don't know how to stop. Like the boards are how I
Oh yes, yeah, me too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but I also felt like we were on level playing field because he was from Australia, where they don't get to skate at all. So we were equally
Oh
okay.
yeah. Okay.
That's not
Okay.
like the worst kind of date. I'm trying to think what else. I feel like dating
Time
in
though, it probably felt like it, right? Like at the
oh,
time, you probably felt like it was a
my
bad date, but
my
looking
mom
back, it's
makes
kind of
so
like,
much fun of me. She's like, "You're going on it. You're going. You're going skating. You can't skate."
yeah.
Yeah. Shut up, mom.
Shut
Yeah.
up! I could skate. I can too skate. I can skate. I just
I
can't
just can't
stop. It's
stop.
me. Skate. I can go forward. I just cannot stop.
Yeah, there's just that part. Skating and skiing, not able to stop with either of those. So
I the first time I ever went skiing, I fell on the way to the hill. Like I felt
oh,
like I wasn't on the hill and I couldn't get back up with the skis on. Ski patrol had to come and help me out.
what an omen.
I yeah. Yeah, I have not skated. I mean, I have not skied since. So
Yeah.
that's what it is. Okay, we are going to move to our lightning round. This or that. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and I will ask you to choose one. Don't overthink it. Go with your gut. Let's learn what's really going on in Kendall's head.
Ooh,
All
okay.
right. Okay, so Secret Santa with your partner or no gifts at all?
Wait, sorry, Diana. Logistically speaking, how do you do Secret Santa with just your partner?
So how about Secret Santa with like your family,
Okay.
like your families, including your partner,
Sorry, I
including your
ruined
partner. No. It's a very logical question. I like the way you think. It's not so much a secret if you're just giving it to one
it.
another.
Yeah.
Right. Secret Santa involving your partner or no gifts at all. So you got to
Yes.
choose one of the two.
Secret Santa involving partner. I just want a gift.
Okay. Oh, you just yes. Yeah. Okay. So I'll do you'll do the Secret Santa. Okay. Holiday getaway, just the two of you, or doing the family thing.
I've done both, and
Mm-hmm.
I prefer the family thing because then you can have the holiday getaway. You get like twice as many things if you do it at like just before, just after the holidays. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Greedy.
Now here's one that we might have the answer to already. Ice skating date or a hot chocolate date?
Oh, I think we know the answer.
I'm not sure. Would you do the skating thing today? Like, would you go? Would
What I
that be like a
do,
nice date for you?
do my ankles. Okay. I guess if it was someone who was either really good or really bad. So either they could help me
Oh,
or we
mhm.
were just in it together and then we could laugh about how horrible it was afterward. I don't want like someone who was like a previous hockey player. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
no, that's just obnoxious.
Like
Yeah,
let's
no,
just
no,
stick
no.
to hot
Gonna
chocolate.
do that. How about matching pajamas or never caught dead in matching pajamas?
Diana, I love a fucking matching outfit. I love a
Damn
couple
it!
matching outfit.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk my boys. So my boys are 23 and 22, and I'm like, can
Yeah.
we get just matching family pajamas? They're like,
Yes.
no. I'm like, okay. I was asking to be polite. You're getting the pajamas. You're putting them up.
Yes.
Like
Thank
that's
you.
just the
Yes.
way it is. Thank you. Yeah. Cooking holiday dinner together or ordering out?
Or if I have to cook, no, ordering out.
Yeah. I'm the same
I
way.
can
See,
make like a kick-ass cornbread, but that's not, there's
mhm.
so much more that it takes to make a dinner.
Yeah, I know. I'm the same actually. Okay, and how about this? Dating somebody who loves Christmas or somebody who just wants to pretend it doesn't exist?
I'm more of a dating someone who loves Christmas. I'm not like creepy Disney adult style, but
Yeah.
yeah, because it's fun. It's like, oh my God, why not infuse a little bit of joy into your life? Like, let's do that.
Exactly. I mean, you don't even have to be religious. Just
No,
let's
man.
just decorate a tree. Let's hold hot chocolate. Let's wear matching pajamas. Christmas. There you go. We're done.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Kendall. This has been a hoot. Now, do you have any shows coming up or anything going on that you'd like our people to know about?
Friday, December 12th, I have we're because Imperial Pub's closed down,
Yeah.
RIP. We're doing our Surviving the Season on a Friday, December 12th at 11:30 p.m. So it's a late night show. We're gonna do an ugly sweater contest as well. At this point, because it's so late, we're also including Christmas themed pajamas as well for the contest. So
I will be there, Kendall.
amazing,
I
amazing.
love that. I know, I love that. That's actually a week that I have my daughter, but it's so late that like it doesn't matter. I can leave the house at that time.
Yeah, they're tucked in. They're tucked in. And then
Yeah.
another fun thing too, January 1st, if people feel like it, depending on how great their New Year's Eve was, January 1st at Henderson Brewery, we're doing a Thirsty Thursday show, 7 o'clock.
Thank you so much, Kendall. This is so much fun and so much to talk about. Please stay tuned for all my incoming reels. Sadly
Absolutely.
relatable reels is what I like to call them.
Love it.
Thank you all so very much, and stay tuned. Happy holidays, and stay tuned for our next episode of Dating is a